what should you do in your last summer of like your life. Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Shay Michelle, and I'm so happy that you are joining me today. I am so excited to do this vlog because I feel like it's been forever since I've done a vlog because it's summertime. Like, it is the last week of June right now, and so I thought this was a perfect time to do like a summer edition vlog because there's so many questions on what should you do in your last summer of like your life. This is the last summer that you won't have to be in clinic, work. A lot of med students either will do research or they'll find some type of programs and things like that. And also a lot of step studying. If you don't know what step is, it's just kind of like, moral of the story is you can't graduate medical school without passing step 1 and step 2, and depending on what med school you go to will determine when your step test is. So some people will have it before clinic, so like for us, we can't start rotations until we pass step 1. Let me get into what I'm doing today. I'm doing more of like a guidance call with my not even counselor, or like assigned class mentor. Today we're going to be talking about studying for step and like when I should begin and like what resources I should use and things like that, how to like introduce that into my schedule, because with step, you know, we have to study for it while we're studying just for our normal just school test, and then around Thanksgiving time we get like this dedicated time period where classes are done from that point forward, and we get kind of like the end of November and then like all of December to study / take our actual step test. And then also someone DM'd me on Instagram, another medical student DM'd me on Instagram telling me about a mentorship organization they've begun. So I am also going to be doing some type of like call with them. And other than that, research, because you're probably like, Shay, what are you doing this summer? You didn't say. So I am personally doing research. I love the research I'm doing, specifically not just because of the content, but because of my like mentor / PI, which stands for like principal investigator, which is just the person who's like lab it is. What I love about this physician is that they're very chill, and so I get a lot done, but simultaneously it's not strenuous in the fact of I'm like, okay, I have to be at my laptop at 9 a.m. I have to work 9 to noon, take lunch. Like, no, it's very much, I like the projects I'm on because it's very much kind of like, oh, we want to have this finished in the next like 2-3 weeks, you know, if you can help out here. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I have not really been productive this entire summer because I wanted to take a break, you know? Like, this is the last summer, and you know, you have to give yourself some credit. You just got through your first year of medical school. I was using this as today. What is today? June 27th as my first day to actually be productive and like really get going and stuff like that. So that's what's on my schedule. I have like my meeting with my class advisor. I have the call with the other medical student. I'm going to be reading a lot of my research documents and stuff like that, just gaining background. I'll probably try to spend at least 2 hours reading and like looking up different articles. That's like the gist of today. Let's get started. It's 10 o'clock right now, and I'm meeting with my advisor at 10:30. Oh, and also you guys, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm so excited. Well, I know, yeah, let's get this day going. I just got out of my like advising meeting a little bit early, and woo, I am kind of nervous. Long story short, we talked about how I should study for STEP, and I was like, wow, I'm really gonna have to start getting serious about school again this summer, because you know, you kind of want to relax in the summer, and that's what I've been doing the last 3 weeks. Sorry I'm talking so fast. I honestly need to get on the call with the other medical student that DM'd me, but long story short, I'm gonna tell you guys kind of like the schedule that we thought may be best for what I'm doing. We devised a schedule. So personally, I need to go over the most was GI, which is gastrointestinal, and then I need to go over renal, and then I need to go over heme / lymph. Those are the 3 things I'll be focusing on, and I'm nervous because you guys know I'm a note taker, but with STEP, there's too much to take notes. Like, it's just not efficient and it's not as effective because you can never read them. So I'm kind of nervous. I'll be using the first aid book kind of like as an outline, and I'm about to like buy some stuff for that. So hopefully by the end of this vlog, you'll see the way I'm taking notes. But long story short, my goal, I guess, is to study for at least 2 hours a day. My advisor also told me it'd probably be good to do an hour of Anki either right when I wake up or right when I go to sleep. Time for me to get on this call and learn more about this mentorship opportunity, and then we will be back. We are back for our favorite segment of, oh, that was heavy, putting up groceries with Shay, because you guys know that Amazon Fresh is my literal saving grace. More of the story is my advisor, you know, like making plans as if I was gonna start studying today. So, and I really should, but instead of doing that, I just bought things I need. And I'm telling myself I'm starting to study for tomorrow. I'm telling you guys, it's happening. Time is not really dwindling, but I'm kind of just like doing a mini freak out for no reason. So on that note, I wrote down what I want to do every single day this summer, which equals out, if I do it all, to 5 hours a day. But like, let's be realistic. 5 hours out of 24 hours a day is like nothing, and I don't have to do it all at once. And this isn't even a 9 to 5. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is more me explaining or me convincing myself that it's not that bad, but I want to practice my Spanish for 30 minutes a day. And so I think I'm gonna mainly do that right now with like songs and stuff like that. And then Anki, which is my flashcards, hour a day, step 1. Oh, this should be 2 hours a day. Oops. And then I want to do research stuff for another 2 hours a day, and then I want to read 30 minutes a day. On that note, I'm just gonna put my groceries away and then get started, because it's 4:16, and I haven't done anything. I've honestly been on the phone this whole time. I'm just about to spend 2 hours reading different like research articles. But tomorrow I'm definitely gonna leave and then go to a cafe and like work or something, because being in this room is honestly gonna be the death of me, because I just can't, I can't concentrate in here. Happy Tuesday, you guys. I couldn't even say good morning because it's actually 10:41, but on all of this time, don't think I've just been laying in bed. I actually got up around like 8 and did all of my morning shenanigans. We ate breakfast. We did all of our little morning routines. And so now I'm actually on my way to one of my friend's house. Once we go to my friend's house, I'm definitely gonna ask them what they're doing this summer, so you guys can get a more well-rounded picture of what, you know, different medical students do. Time to go and study with some friends. We have arrived. So first I'm gonna ask, so what are you up to this summer?
I like academically.
anything.
I am working on this research project to look for bias in the curriculum, and so I'm like going through, specifically I have the hematology section, so like the blood section, and I am like going through our lectures to look for bias, whether it be like racial bias, ethnic bias, like homophobia, and then like noting it. Yeah, so. And then also started my STEP studying yesterday. That's going well. But besides that, I haven't really done anything. I'm just chilling.
Now I'm starting my research project because he finally responded to me. So I'll be doing that today. It's basically like patient education. So people come in with like chronic illnesses to the hospital, so like diabetes, chronic kidney disease, and then we have them watch videos on that. And we have the other group not watch the videos and comparing like the readmission rates for like those like chronic illnesses and seeing if that actually helps. Also started step studying. But we're going to Seattle too.
Yeah, we're going to Seattle, and I have a wedding that I'm going to in like 10 days.
I'm camping a lot, and I'm working on a research project.
And you're going to Spain!
And I'm going to Spain.
Oh! But on that note, you guys, we have lives, you know?
Yeah, we're thriving.
Thriving.
I only work like max 4 hours of the day. Also, I act like I've been doing this for a long time.
I was gonna say, I started yesterday. I am now back in my room, and after a lot of like eating, procrastinating, getting on FaceTime, all that jazz, we've brought ourselves to 6 o'clock, because at my friend's house, in all honesty, I didn't do anything because I was like, I can't start studying until I have all the stuff I bought on Amazon. And so now I have no excuse because everything came. So what I got was pens and masses of highlighters, but what I'm most excited about is these transparent sticky notes that I got. I'm gonna do 2 hours of studying today, and then I'll come back to show you guys kind of like what my notes and everything look like, and kind of how I studied for like my day 1 of prep.
It folds in 4 directions and wraps around the yolk sac.
It's so dark now, but basically it is 8:43, and I have just been working on STEP for the past 2-ish hours. I started about like 6:15, and so I'm about to show you guys my notes. But more of the story is I watched 2 hours worth of videos, and I was able to get through all of the GI anatomy videos, and then that took me literally 2 hours, and then I just spent the last 20 minutes just reviewing everything that I wrote in my notes, in addition to just like reviewing all the concepts that were covered. Let me show you guys kind of like my notes inside of here, but I really didn't end up using my post-it notes. I think this is one of the few times I use one of my transparent post-it notes, but as you can see, they're pretty cool. But for the most part, I just like did my own like writings and highlighted different stuff. It may be 9 o'clock basically, but I think I'm gonna cook myself some dinner because I just might as well. Tomorrow's gonna be exciting because I feel like I have a lot of many things to do. I have a lab meeting. I'm going out to eat with a third-year student who's already started clinic. So I'm gonna try to get all the tea. I will see you guys tomorrow and we'll just continue with our studying in addition to like, you know, seeing what more people in the class are up to this summer. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today is gonna be a really cool day because I feel like I have so much planned. I'm doing a much earlier start than my usual this week, 9:40. At 4 o'clock, I have from 4 to 5:30ish, I actually have a meeting for my research group. However, we like have more specific project meetings, so I have a meeting for my like more specific group today, and then I also am going out to dinner like I told you guys. So I'm using this as motivation to really get to working. So it's 9:40. I basically want to spend the next 2 hours doing my like step 1 watching Boards and Beyond videos in addition to following along first aid. I'm gonna do that, and then I want to go back to my friend's house that I was at yesterday because I really like their apartment, or not even apartment, their like house that they're renting, and so I just want to be there again. And then I'll try to do all of my flashcards, and that'll be the end of step 1 studying. I'm just gonna show you guys my like schedule and how I did. So basically, sorry, I just want to highlight this because as you can see, I added a reality line because kind of like in these top rows is theoretically what I'm telling myself I'm gonna do, and then I kind of want to give myself some leeway to be like, no, you didn't do that. I kind of simplified a timeline that my advisor gave me tremendously, as you can see probably. So I'm on my week 1. I started yesterday, which was Tuesday, and then yeah, so this has every single day. It's pretty bland. Check out some vlogs probably like in the next few months and you'll see a very extensive schedule. They always say give yourself at least 1 day off a week, and so I have this day off, and you can see I said like plan needed extra practice, whether I want to watch sketchy videos, whether I want to implement some pathoma. I wanted to show you guys the one page that I felt the most proud of out of today's notes, which was this one page about all of the different hormones and things like that. But again, this is just kind of like all I'm doing. I'm watching the videos on my laptop, and then I'm simultaneously just taking notes and following along in first aid. It is time to go get a change in scenery. Everybody has like left me right now because they're all doing little things, but more importantly, I want to show you guys I updated my Anki background. So now my flashcards have a little bit more pizzazz and they look the same. So I just click the flashcards and I can still click through. And so as you see, I'm supposed to do an hour and I've been procrastinating, but we're at 50 minutes. So I'm just gonna do it for about 10 more minutes and then we will be done. That'll be all when it comes to like step studying, but still a few more things to do that hopefully I actually get done. Happy Thursday, everybody. You guys, the week is almost done. I am finally getting started with school at a whopping 11:20, smack dab in the middle of the day. But there was a lot of things happening this morning and I'm even neglecting so much. As you can see, the pile of washed clothes on my bed. Let me update what happened yesterday. So I had my lab meeting, or my specific project meeting for the project that I'm working on. And you guys, I finally can start working on my piece because they had to like redo some of the results section and things like that. And they're like, okay, Shannon, you can start working on like this written part. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have something to do now. Like, oh my gosh, it's actually my time to work. All I have today is I'm going to dinner with one of my friends here. And then I'm more excited for tomorrow because one of the clubs I am in, we're having like a beach day. Stay tuned. And on that note, it is time to work, and then I'll keep you guys updated. It's officially 2:15, you guys, and I am finally done doing notes, and I'm just going on the very last page. The last thing I was looking at my notes is like all the biliary tract diseases such as primary sclerosing cholangitis, primary biliary cholangitis, and so I'll just show you these 2 pages of notes. As you can see, very thorough. I always end up writing something that's actually already written, so I did that a few times. Basically, I have built into my schedule to take a mini break. I like to take an hour break after this, and then I'm gonna do my Anki. I think that I'm gonna go outside to study just because I need some vitamin D and some sun. Just got back in my room. It is 6:04 right now. And basically today was actually pretty productive outside. I got all of my Anki done. And then I also did a rough draft of the, not even a rough draft, but a rough draft of the literal just paragraph I have to do for my research. Let me show you guys the book I'm reading, that no promo. I read this when after my freshman year of college when I was like doing this program. So actually they gave it to me, but I'm rereading it because like I said, you know, medical school is such an interesting time when the ages range from like 22 to like 35 and just different people and different collectives. And so I was like, I need to read this book again. And even on top of that, tomorrow's gonna be exciting because I'm doing Trojan Trainer. If you guys have seen some of my other vlogs, Trojan Trainer is an amazing program for some of the medical students at my school that partners with the street medicine team. And basically we are assigned what we call a trainer, and it's someone who's currently experiencing homelessness. And so I just love it because I'm just there to learn. I'm not there to like do, well, I'm also there to do things, but I'm not there, I can't provide like medical assistance without a supervisor or actual practicing physician with me. So I'm just there to kind of like provide any of those gaps, such as like making medical appointments, helping with transportation, just little things. So like, you know, someone I'm working with has kind of like abscesses over their arms and things. So like me and my kind of like my group, we try to make sure they have bandages and stuff like that around. And so little things like that where we can help, that doesn't necessarily mean like direct medical advice, but just helping where we can. So today was probably the most productive day I think I've had this whole week, and I didn't even start working until almost noon. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shocked. Happy Friday, you guys. So I'm actually on my way to Trojan Trainer. I don't know if you guys just saw, or if you guys can tell that I literally just crawled out of bed. But on that note, we're really hoping that we're able to get in contact with our trainer. We've been trying to call in advance just to give a heads up that we're coming. However, this week we weren't able to get in contact with them last night nor this morning. Fingers crossed that we're actually able to meet up with them today. Exciting news! We were able to meet up with our trainer, and so we were there for the past hour. It's 10:20 right now, and basically kind of the conclusion was the place that they're staying right now, it doesn't have really good ventilation, and because it's summer and there's no AC, it gets obnoxiously hot in that room. So we're gonna be working on getting them a nice fan. That's what's going on. 10:20, I'm feeling quite lazy, so I think I'm gonna lay in bed for a little bit and then we'll get started with the day. I have my big lab meeting with everybody in the lab. It's about 15-20 people. That's way too many, maybe 15 people, happening at 3 p.m. I may do the pool day, but we don't know if enough people are gonna show up, so we're gonna take a poll. I'll see you guys with our next adventure. Another step 1 studying resource has officially come in the mail. The Pathoma book, everybody. I don't know if you guys know about this book, but long story short, they say that majority of STEP actually is pathology. And so I'm gonna be honest with you, pathology is not my strongest suit. So I got this book so that I had it, and I had the like latest edition, so I can also use this to study for STEP. And then literally while I was grabbing this book from the mail center, I was like, wow, I'm gonna look back at this in like 4 or 5 months and say, oh my gosh, it was so wholesome that I was just opening my books for the first time in the summer. And then by, I don't know, October, I'm gonna be like knee deep in these books. That is just about all for this vlog. It's only 2:30, but all I have left for the day is I have my lab meeting at 3 o'clock. And then I have not done any schoolwork, so I'm gonna do my first aid, my normal watch boards and beyond, do first aid. I'm gonna do my normal study routine that I always do. And tomorrow's a break day, and then starting Sunday, I have it in my schedule to actually start doing the actual UWorld questions. I don't know if you guys know anything about UWorld, but that seems to be the best like multiple choice studying resource thing. Honestly, this vlog has just become into a resource vlog. On that note though, I want to thank you guys for watching this vlog. If anything else happens today, you know I'll show you, but I don't think anything else exciting is going to happen today. I don't know if we're going to the beach anymore. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, and I have this amazing cookie that I made last night for breakfast. We love a complete breakfast.